Hey, Unjacked here with another video to teach you a little bit about two new jewels that dropped in this league, 3.21 Crucible, and how it can help you survive a little bit more when you're taking on the bigger content. Pinnacle bosses, Uber bosses, whatever else that might be extremely difficult to you. Okay, so jumping right into the first of the two jewels, we're going to be talking about Immutable Force. Now, this is increased stun and block recovery. The range is pretty simple. It's 500 to 1,000, pretty wide gap. Pretty dangerous to divine this, but you could, and it could be even better. This allows you to take a stun very quickly and just bounce back like you didn't get stunned at all. So this is perfect for the matching setup, which goes to Bloodnotch. Bloodnotch says percent of damage taken from stunning hits is recovered as life. Mine's about the middle of the road, but it feels great because every single time I take a stun, I recover 53% of the damage taken from that hit as life. My stuns are non-existent. My recovery is huge just from this one layer of defense alone, which pairing these two together, you can see why the cost is kind of shot up real quick at the beginning of the league here. But, you know, they are still achievable, and this tech will continue on, I hope, throughout future leagues as well. I'm hoping that this is not removed at the end of Crucible. Okay, now that we have the jewels out of the way, how do we use them? And the first step is understanding how this interaction works. We need to get stunned, and we need to get stunned a lot. So the next step is taking one of the energy shield mastery nodes, and in this case we're selecting stun threshold is based on 60% of your energy shield instead of your life. You can take this wheel, it's over here as well. You can take this one. They're around, okay? So you don't just have to be on this side of the tree in order to achieve this, but we need this so that way we're just always stunned, but we never feel it because of the recovery. So how do we make this work? Well, there's one more portion to it, and we need to remove our energy shield to make sure that this triggers. Now, in order to do that, there are ways to remove your energy shield. The first one, let me show you what I'm wearing. I'm wearing the gluttony belt. Now, this one probably kind of sucks to use as a solution, but for me, it's good. It gives me life. I get culling strike. It removes my armor and energy shield. That's how I get the stun recovery on this build. You could do it such as getting agnostic over here. It says maximum energy shield is 0. You could also choose just not to have energy shield on any of your pieces of gear. Really, we want this as close to 0 as possible when we're looking at this. It makes life so much easier, and these jewels are gonna just trigger without you even noticing. It's just going to happen, and it's going to give you big bounce back. So another great layer of defense, essentially. Okay, there are downsides to using this for certain builds, such as, let's say you're doing a trickster CI or an occultist CI build. These builds obviously need energy shield, and this would not be the move for that. In this case, you'd probably want to do Aegis Aurora and Divine Shield, and that would be your way of doing it. For us lifers, we're not going to do that. The other bad thing about these jewels here are they're now kind of expensive. But if you drop them or you can afford them, maybe it won't be that big of a downside. I mean, obviously buying things at the beginning of the league is a little bit easier on the currency tab than, you know, maybe a few weeks in. Now, a big upside is it really improves your survivability. So if you're trying to like do Ubers, you're trying to get into pinnacle bosses, or really just any kind of hard content, this could be a layer that adds an extreme amount of value to your build, whether you're doing a chieftain, a jug, a pathfinder, or another ascendancy to get you through. Okay, with those out of the way, and I'm hoping that I've covered this quickly, efficiently, and I didn't waste your time. I'm also hoping that your Crucible League is outstanding and your RNG seed is second to none. I wish you luck, Exile. If you like this video, please put a thumbs up, leave a comment, subscribe if you want more. I do put out videos from time to time, and I hope to see you in the next one.